wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? This country would grind to a halt and no a thing would grow if it wasn't for the workers in their wellies. Wellies, they're wonderful, oh wellies, they're swell. If it wasn't for your wellies.
Welcome back to another week in our family dairy farm. Cows are milking away. The only words to describe the shed build is that it is driving on. The TB cows finally leave and all the usual day-to-day farming. Joe gets fencing and I get busy in the farm office.
Tuesday morning, 10 to 6. Things are damp this morning. We're after getting a reasonable amount of rain overnight. I didn't check the gauge, but I came onto the back avenue here and I noticed something new that's in our view. Look at that. Pillars of the new shade. Got a bit of ragwort. Whoop whoop. Tuesday morning, 15th of July, it's just about 10 past 8. Down here in the football field setting up the next strip of grass for the cows. Been bulling rain since the start of milking. It's a real 10 or 11 mil morning now. There's a load of rain falling. Happy days. That'll keep the grass pushing on. Fionn is out since 7:30. He's going topping. He'll tip around, take it handy with the topper. Yeah, boys are back on site again already, tipping away. Obviously progress is going to be a bit slower today with the weather, but they're working away, working through it, fair play to them. So I'm going to get these cows out now. Be wet grass, but it'll be alright. Calves looking a bit miserable and like drowned rats this morning out now. First real wet night and day on them. A few shivery bums there, so just give them a small bit extra meal. We'll top up the hay rack, try and get our cover on it today so they're eating a bit of dry hay. They'll be fine. Good job, they're waterproof.
Hello, Fionn here. It is, let me check my watch, Tuesday the 15th. I am out here in Heaps is what we call the fields. As you can see, I'm fairly togged up. It has been absolutely lashing rain all morning, so came down with the woolly hat on even. That's how shook I was by the change of weather. I'm out here topping. As you can see, this field is very, very heavy with ragwort. Now I know a lot of people are probably saying you should be out pulling ragwort, but we do not have the time for that, so I'm going to go over today and top it all down. There's lots of odd stones, and as you can see there's a broken fence. See, it just goes up to there and then stops, so lots of stuff to be avoiding today. I thought I had already made a video today but didn't, so here's this one. Very wet and slippery, so I'm taking it nice and slow, high revs, low gear. Driver on. Lads, it is getting rough. I don't know if you can see as much on the camera. Hold on and then we get around this corner, but it is absolutely and utterly lashing down and I can barely see out the windscreen. I don't know, it doesn't look as bad in the camera, but it is atrocious. As you can see, I got that half the field done there. I didn't bother doing it until all the heavy stuff was there, and I said I get this section of heavy stuff done.
We had serious rain here all morning now. You can see it out in the valley.
Stared at me and they wouldn't move.
Garrett's just helped me get in the cows there, so they're heading home now. Thanks, Garrett. Bye. Our steel working away under a very brooding sky. I think I might have called them Pearson this morning's video. Bit delayed this morning with the thunderous downpours we've had. I think we've had 10 or 12 mil of rain now so far today. A lot more in that sky. But progress continues at pace. It's fantastic. Get these cows milked out. Thursday evening, the cows out, football field 1 and 2. I threw them out of bale there. Dry haylagey type stuff. There was enough grass left down there in football 2, or just enough, but with the wet day and stuff they were a little bit unsettled, so I spread her out around here, around the stump of the old chestnut tree, and that'll take the edge off them, a bit of dry matter into them, and they'll be grand for the night. Wednesday morning, the fog is back. Wednesday morning, 16th of July, 10 to 6. Cows coming in. I've been caught about 10 times this morning since I came down here. Just driving down the yard and turning, coming back, walking up the cows, and you look up and you see this big structure, rather imposing, from lower down the yard up there, and you're like, oh my god, the shed has been built. Looks pretty spectacular. Great progress made yesterday after the slow start with the rain. Come on cows, get out there, apple star, come on, shh, get out there. Boys are absolutely motoring through it. So pillars stood. Then if I zoom in there, you can see the braces that are put from the very end pillars tying it back into the shed, and it's the same on the far side. Them crossover beams, they were assembled on the ground and then lifted up, so that's holding the two sides of the shed together. And then we have our galvanized runners going parallel with the parlour. So yeah, super progress. Looks savage. Busy start of the morning, cows milked and out, calves all hayed and mealed and watered. Phelim is in, emptying the collecting yard tank. The boys have been on site since 7 o'clock, as is normal for them, and they're tipping away. So the runners are going out on the far side there now, and you see, if I zoom in a little bit more, you can see where the pillar on top goes out past the far standing pillar. That's our overhang, so that'll be going out over where the silage and the cows have been fed, so it means we'll have dry silage, which is fantastic. We had 3 more load of our crushed concrete yesterday. There's another 3 coming this morning now, first one starting at 10 o'clock. Our badger expert from the Department of Agriculture got rained off yesterday, so he's coming out this morning also at 10 o'clock. We'll be having just a walk around the back and stuff and seeing what the crack is there with badger sets, etc., and getting a handle on that. Got a phone call from another member of the department about collecting the cows. Sorry, I'm a bit scatty this morning. About collecting the cows, so he's just waiting on a factory to take them, and we'll know later on this evening, so it'll either be tomorrow or Friday, fingers crossed. And also this morning we have an agent for solar panels calling. I'm actually 100% sure of his company, but he's a guy that we bought the dairy geyser that heats the hot water for the milking parlour off a number of years ago, so he's coming sometime before lunchtime as well. We send him a couple of our farm ESP bills there 2 days ago, so he's going to run through them, get a rough idea how many solar panels we need, if we have shed space to carry them, what the rough cost of it all. There is a significant grant there at the moment. Yeah, it's costing us nothing just to take it the first couple of steps and see what the crack is, and it could very much be an option for us.
Wednesday, 16th of July. I was going along here with the spray can. I marked all the posts. You probably can't see that well if I stand out and zoom in a bit more. You can see I have them all marked. They're all marked the width of the pigtails and those multi-stakes. How it'll work is they'll be down in the ground as high as that pigtail, and then pick it up like that or whatever, and then wired there, and then probably halfway down. It should be suitable for the calves and any other animals that are in here after. The plan is for there to be a gate there. I was just measuring along a 15-foot gate, so there's space for a strainer post, 15-foot gate, and then a box strainer there. Yeah, Dad was helping me. He was driving the posts as I went along, but he's gone down now to deal with Kevin Keely, the badger man, so I'm going to go down to the tractor there and give it a go. Hopefully I don't absolutely wonkify any of them.
On the farm wife here, I've left the farm office, been flat out doing grant applications. Very emotional to come down and see all of our plans and hard work over the past 11, 12 years. All of our 5 and 10 year plans come to fruition.
Huh? Ellen on site, checking it out. Suitably impressed. She's been farm managing the last couple of days. Oh, Ellen, all the money, Ellen!
Doing, Joe?
I was just commenting on my video there about how you're doing such fantastic work. Applying for grants and getting cash flows set up and saving us money. And then I had to stop because you were literally throwing money into the new tank. Literally. €50. And
Joe had just given me €200 cash and I put it in my hoodie pocket, and then walking away I proceeded to pull my phone out and a €50 went flying down the tank. And he's a scabby dairy farmer, she's actually going to get into the tank and get
anyone loses their
down.
marbles.
Yeah?
It's only water.
It's only water, there's no slurry in it. Now don't, no injuries or anything, fucking stupid. Good practice. Have you gone down into this yet since the cover went on?
Since the cover went on, no.
Obviously you don't suffer from claustrophobia.
What?
That's interesting that it's not very full in all the rain that we've had since it went in.
Yeah.
So it's obviously our dairy washing that are absolutely filling our tank so much all the time. Can you see it?
That's it.
Don't drop your phone.
There's me 50 yo-yos. This is the look from the underside of the tank. The one and only time I will ever be down here. Might be wondering why it's dark at the far. Yes, I have it. That's why they're the solid slabs there at the far end where the cows are going to be walking in and out. We'll be driving over the tractor. What's it, Fionn?
Where are the cows, Dad?
Down the football field.
He's recording the video.
Where are the cows? See, Rosie got a rabbit.
I was there with her. No, she did chase the second one. Thank you. We cinnamon money.
What is it?
Yeah, it is wet. I was going to leave it in as look money or something. There's no way I was getting into a tank in here.
We'll have the girls go home this evening.
The girls both have camogie. I'm dropping the boys to football, I presume. Is it mad how big we thought the parlour was? Because it was so big compared to the old parlour, and now look at the massive monster beside it.
We have the tractor set up to stop the cows when they're coming up the yard interacting with the two TB cows. Just try and cut down on transmission. Fingers crossed that we'll have no more cows in the next test. Fionn was helping getting them in. It's busy in the afternoon getting the cows across the road, so it's handy having someone helping you. Work was progressing on the site, the boys are working away. Obviously it was the cows had an amazing view all week of watching what's going on. Drake has really settled into the herd now at the minute. He's trotting in and out of the parlour with ease and picking up cows that are coming bulling probably about 2 days before they're coming bulling, so we get a fair indication of what's going on. Yeah, this is probably the best part of milking at the moment. You wash down and I come out and I look to the left and it's like, oh, what's that? And I stand and look at the shed, look at the progress that's been made. It's freaking awesome. I'm just down here by the main road moving the fence in the football field for the cows this evening now, and I've been meaning to highlight this feature that we have on our farm for a long time now, particularly the last couple of weeks. You might be able to see, I'll just pause this here now. So this is the honeysuckle flower, creeper, vine. The reason I'm highlighting it is the aroma of it is absolutely out of this world. It's like sweet honey, hence the name I suppose, but we have a multitude of it on our farm. And when it comes into the summer, you could be just driving along the quad in the lane and all of a sudden you go through a waft of this sweet smelling honey nectar stuff. As far as I know and Google, you can take the honey directly off the flower, or the nectar, sorry, directly off the flower. I don't think I'm brave enough to do that. But yeah, if you're out walking the country roads, obviously being safe with your high-vis jacket on you, you might just come across that, and if you're wondering what it is, we have it here in this stretch of the football field. We have it in all the cow lanes going to paddies up to our house, and on a huge amount of the boundaries. Yeah, it's just an absolutely beautiful feature of our farm, and something particularly in the summer you get that aroma, and it's fantastic. We actually have it directly across the entrance from our house as well, and if you're walking out to check the post or bring in the bins, you get it. It's amazing. Thursday morning, 6:05. Getting the cows wound up now. Up the lane of the football field and then across the lane at the farms. Just get them all gathered up here at the gate. So I'm not standing up there in the driveway and looking down the field and seeing some straggler back here taking the Michael. So get them up here now. News on our TB cow front, they're going this morning. The lorry man is going to be here at 8:15 or so, which is fantastic, because yeah, it's tough going at the moment listening to them bawling in the shed. They've done nothing wrong, they're just extremely stressed from being away from the cows, and every time a cow comes into the yard or I'm in the yard, they're just standing at the gate roaring and roaring and roaring and want to be with their herd mates. So it'll be good for the soul and the head that they'll go. Unfortunately, it's just one layer of stress that we don't need at the moment. But their herd mates are in good form. They're cleaning out super down near the bottom of the football field. We've the rest of that to go now today for today's grazing and tonight. And we're going to keep driving on. You might be wondering why there's an IBC and a water truck in the collecting yard with the cows. I had an altercation with it there yesterday evening after milking. I was trying to I had it full of water, bring it up to honey and the heifers. With the rain the last couple of days, they're okay. Their water source had replenished a bit, so they were fine. Obviously wanted to get them sorted out and give them a fresh bit of water, but the IBC fell off the front forks of the tractor. I hurt my finger trying to sort it out, abandoned the job and left it there last night. Went to move it again this morning, but the IBC is still 2/3 full of water. Couldn't straighten up, couldn't settle it down, couldn't do nothing with it, so I've left it there. The actual shut off valve broke in all the drama, so what I had to do was puncture a hole in the plastic and let the water drain out, and it's going into the tank in the collecting yard. So we'll have another hay rack. So the lads are in on site already. It's 6:25 per steel. I think they're going to get the rest of the shed stood today. There's power lines to go on it and bracing. The plan is then, I was speaking to Anthony, our shed maker, Ballyrow Engineering, there yesterday evening. So the boys are finishing standing this shed and then they're away for a week or so. And I'll have the rest of the ground levelled off there for the calf shed. We'll get the bases for the pillars poured, and the boys will come back then and they'll stand the calf shed, sheet it down, and they'll sheet down the big shed. So super duper.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah, that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Some of us need purpose to overcome, but try to do what you love when it's said and done, cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life every day.
TB cows loaded, heading out the gate. Cows going out. Last two grazings in the football field. Our TB cows have gone. So 60 days from now we can do the first of our 2 tests that are required to become TB free. So we're talking the second week in September, the 15th of September or something. Is exactly 60 days from now. We'll contact the department later on, confirm that that's when we can go, and we'll get it booked in. Doing the daily herding, checking in on honey and the heifers. They're normally quite sedate and I have to walk down to them, but honey is up straight away this morning. So as you can see, the grass is well grazed out on this half of the rough ground, and over on the far side you can't see it there far, the bit of trees and stuff around the crush is the same. So today is Thursday, it's to be quite wet now I think for the rest of the day, but we'll get them moved in the morning. So we will. They're going to go back to the bank that we mulched there early in the year. There's a serious crop of grass back on it now and a crop of ferns, but we'll get them onto that, keep them happy. Heifers are looking super. This rough grazing really suits them. And there's Honey leading the charge. Alright, Hun. Coming up to say hello. I'll walk down to you. Come on, girl. Sniff. Yeah, I know, girl, I know. Thankfully there's nothing in your clipped neck. The other 2 cows are gone now. It's just giving Honey our morning rub. Alright, girlie up. Blue's down there. Hiding. Yeah, they're happy. Be alright till tomorrow. Just had delivery from Ellen and the kids there of coffee and some sweet things. Chocolate brownie and apple strudel maybe, or something it's called. Cinnamon something. Gorgeous. And my new cafe that's open in Stratford. Kelly's sisters, wish them the very, very best of luck. Fantastic for the village. I hope it goes well for them. So, heifer calves that are out, getting their bit of meal. They tried to be smart and drop the core of a bale of hay in on top of our feeder, but obviously that didn't work. I'm going to leave it as it is because it's not a particularly good bale of hay. It's a little bit, tiny bit mouldy at the bottom and it's quite dusty. As you can see, the paddock is well grazed out now. I'm going to let them pull away at that for today. Myself and Oscar are going up now to finish off the fencing on their next bit of grazing, and if we don't get them moved this evening, they'll be moved first thing in the morning. So they'll probably waste some of the mouldy stuff but eat what's the majority of what's there. So happy days. Oscar, is the red mark nearly in the ground? See the red mark in the stake? Is it close to the bottom of the ground?
Nearly, just another.
How much?
About that much.
One more one, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, looks good.
Oscar's putting in the pigtails there, or not the pigtails, Joe. Oscar's putting in the insulators. Carry the electric fence wire. Going with a different type this time. There's a screw in one. We have our stakes down a little bit further as well in the ground. No particular reason, just wanted it a bit sturdier, I suppose. So 2 strands of electric fence wire to secure half of 8 Irish one. Oscar's there working away with the impact drill, getting them in. He's about 30 stakes to do up there. Flying. Strand 2 going on. Oscar heading up the field with it there now. Under a brooding sky. Looking good.
Me and Dad finally got this fence up and running. We're gonna add a gate down to that far end on a later date. We don't know when. And we're just setting up a temporary fence here. But yeah, thankfully we've got that done now, so all we have to do is get Mars to pull that up, then all you gotta pull up all the stakes and then we're all yippee yay happy. Dad, what is this?
This is our temporary fence that Mommy bought over Christmas there, and we had it up in the silage field at the sandpit there, and Fionn was giving out about how tangled it got when he was rolling up, which he was right, he got quite tangled. but we're getting it sorted out here now. So we're putting it along the boundary of this paddock here for the calves, keep them out of the ditch. To make this paddock completely calf proof like we have the one that they're in now, will take another couple of days and the calves need to be moved, so we're putting this temporary boundary wire up to speed the job up a little bit. Probably bring that on a little bit more there, Myrna. I'm going to try and roll it out here as best I can, and then we might put them stakes, you know. Alright, so you can help Myrna there.
Alright.
So Ellen's temporary boundary fence looks good. Cordon Oscar constructed.
Is that a rabbit hole?
Yeah, that's rabbit hole, Myrna. And then we have our strand of white tape just at the height for the calves. They're used to the white tape now, so that should be 100%. We can put a second one on top of it there if we need, but I really don't think we will. And then if I can zoom in, you're probably not able to see it from this distance, but we have permanent electric fence wire there, top and bottom.
Fionn did most of the work for that. You only help with the wires, Dad. Me and Fionn put up all the stakes and also drilled in the, what are they called?
Yeah, insulators.
Insulators.
Yeah, who pounded the stakes in?
Pounded, I did. And Fionn.
Myrna's here and she's after getting a nasty dose of nettle stings. 13 spots she can pound.
Should have trousers on.
This is the view around the truck. We decided to leave it in the position that it was in. And
lazy to move it.
No, Oscar. We have our top strand of wires running straight across the top, and then we have a stake either side, so it's carrying the power and the wire on the bottom. So there's just a look along the fence line. I zoom in. There's our strand of white tape carrying the power and dividing the paddock. When the ground is too stony and hard to get your stand for the wire unrollers in steady, you have to lie and hold it while Oscar's holding it down. Expert fencers now, boys. It's only a 60 or 70 metre stretch, so won't be here long. Friday evening, cows coming in.
Is that Apple Star?
That's Apple Star, yeah. Myself and Myrna are waiting here now. Oscar's getting them in. Fiona's down there. Fiona's going milking. You'll see that stake there. We're just rectifying just a little bit of wire here along the lane, getting a second strand on it, so when we walk the calves they're going to come up across the paddock there beside my mum's house. There's one of the cows having the crack with Drake. Yeah, so we're going to come out onto the lane here where the cows are walking in, and then shoot straight up here. Tractor won't be there obviously, and into their new paddock for grazing. Just getting the cows out of the way now, we'll have a free run at it.
So I've just got collected for a camogie match. So I said I'll fly down and help Joe move the calves. I saw my cameras hadn't moved them yet. And I get down, there's no new fencing and no calves. I'm like, what is going on? Had to scan the farm map in my head, realised I'm at the wrong field. I'm going as the crow flies, and hopefully I'm going to meet them in time for them to move calves.
The whole idea is that still have a healthy respect for the tape, so
Okay.
Oscar's just going to stand out here and put pressure up, hold this tape. Myself and Marna, we're going to get them out and we'll follow them up and they'll head there.
Okay. This is their first time leaving any field in their whole lives, so they're probably going to be a little bit apprehensive. I'll just take one or two to come out and they'll come. This is like getting them out of the trailer. You have to go in and hoosh them out. The only problem is there's no back to the trailer, stopping them this time running backwards. Hallelujah, that's all it takes is one to come true. Shh. Hello, cabbies.
Steady, Oscar, steady. Alright guys, out to come. That'll be cool. Oscar, you walk up along there. This side of the lane.
Oscar, look.
Good lad.
And hop in through the fence that way.
Just stay on the lane until you're required. You go through the fence in front of you. Myrna, where are you, Mary? Okay, come on. That's it, brilliant. Come on now. We're set now. We're set now.
Joe, do you want me to go under the wire and get into the field? No. Oh no, you have two. Oh, well done, you have two wires up.
No. No.
I helped him with that.
You helped him with that, well done.
And there's something.
How easy was that with the lane fenced properly, Joe?
Oh, Mommy, use your fence thing that you got.
I know.
Myrna, turn around the fencer.
We're going to turn on the fencer.
Just hang on a second now, hang on. Maybe.
What is this?
Wait until he has the gate on. Go. Well done. So you're using the Gallagher fencing?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they needed to be moved. Like, as in,
Oh, we didn't have that side fence.
yeah, priority was getting them moved
Very good.
for tomorrow.
Sure, it's ideal there now until you get done.
Yeah.
But actually, make sure you get done though.
Yeah, we're going to come along the boundary.
At the back there?
Yeah, come along the fence, the neighbours there, the boundary there, with the same 2 strands of electric fence wire, and then come down as far as the Gallagher thing.
Yeah.
And then the calves go on to the second half of the paddock, and we can be working on this behind that.
Okay.
You see where we've kept it out a bit there?
You'll have two.
Yeah, the same as that.
Yeah,
there,
you'll have two. Yeah, okay. Great.
13 metals.
Hello, guys. Hello. Here she's here, Ellen. See.
Oh my God, yeah.
27.49.
Which one?
See her there now.
Oh, yeah, holy moly.
What the?
Looks like warts. Or like a ringworm thing. Or
Very
warts.
odd.
Very strange.
Well, don't touch her without gloves on. No. Yeah, sorry, Oscar. We thought you presumed you could hear us talking.
Sorry, Oscar.
I forgot about him.
Up here, Manny. In here to me. Pendulum. At the end of an extremely busy week on farm, unbelievable progress made on the shed, just out of this world. Every time I walk up the yard, my mind is blown that shed is actually in our yard now. So, and it doesn't even have any sheeting on it yet, so when it gets sheeted down, it's going to look super. Pressure on that we get the cash shed site ready for the boys, so when they come back, that'll get it sorted. Myself and Myrna and Mammy and Oscar, we got the calves moved now, so that's fantastic. They're set. Loads of grazing there for the next 2 weeks or so, isn't there, Myrna? Probably. Tractor is probably a week away yet, so it is. Our new tractor. The loader's only going to get the loader on Monday, so it'll be definitely the end of the month before we get that. Yeah, so we're just going to keep driving it on. Shout out to Alan Ryan, he kicks football with us, and a guy he met on holidays, he saw the Wicklow shorts and said, "Oh, you from Wicklow? Do you know O'Deal's Dairy Farm?" And sure, of course, Alan plays football with myself and Fionn, so whoever that guy is, randomer on holidays in... Where are they on holidays, Ellen?
Albufeira
in Portugal.
I don't think Alan got his name, did he?
Probably didn't, so thank you for watching the channel and fair play to you for recognising a fellow Wicklow man on holidays. Fiona's down there milking now where we were moving the calves and stuff, and he's only back after spending the day with Uncle Paddy learning how to weld. Fiona's mad keen to learn how to weld. Paddy's only delighted that there's going to be a second person that's able to weld now that my dad can't do it anymore, and it takes the pressure off him big time. So John reckons he's an expert welder now, and he only up there a day at. But yeah, that's real progress, so it is. So.
And Mammy has a list, the length of Wicklow for Fionn to weld around this farm.
And of course, a shout out to Ellen. She hasn't been out on farm much this week, but has been cooking the books, applying for grants, really just pushing on that side of the farm that I have all in my head and do practically nothing with.
Well, you just don't have the time.
Unless the gun is to my head. So we're making fantastic progress on that. Cash flow, planners, etc, etc, etc. So that's
we've
really...
changed into a company this year, so we've had to get our business mind in action.
So I was gone playing camogie, other than that she'd be out here.
Yeah.
So me and Mary have one more job to do, and then we're going to treat ourselves to an ice cream.
Oh, how lovely.
So that's the end of this week's video, folks. Please like and subscribe, it really helps our channel grow.
Drive it on.
We'll see you on Tuesday.